me.
Tell me why.
Why?
No, tell me why.
Tell you why.
Why is it the exact same question? How did we meet?
How did we meet?
How did we meet?
How did we meet?
Beauty school.
We did.
Beauty school. I didn't like you at first.
Oh, I didn't like you either.
Wow. No, I seriously didn't like you at first.
Yeah?
Yeah, seriously.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was like, wow, she seemed really stuck up.
I thought you hated me, and that's why I didn't like you. So I was right.
With my face.
Yeah, well, and I told you the wrong thing because we had like cleanup duties.
Oh, yeah, the cleanup duties. But you
And
told me, no, you actually do this.
I definitely told you the wrong thing, and then you started doing that, and I said nope. I was like, ah, she hates me.
No, I didn't hate you. I didn't hate you. I thought you were stuck up. I really didn't like Misty though, because she won that scholarship.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I was annoyed at that.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, wow, I really didn't like her because she won a scholarship.
Yeah.
How weird. So yeah, we didn't like each other at first. Crazy how that works.
Yeah. Life is weird.
Life is weird.
Moving on.
Absolutely. Here we are. What's it been? What, 3 years? 4.
4 years. 4 years.
I think it's 4 years. It was 4 years in August.
4 years. Time flies.
That's weird.
It is weird. I gotta stop clicking my pen. Set it
Yeah,
right there.
you just give me the pen because I don't trust you with this pen right now. Not by any means necessary. You ask me another question?
Sure.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about me?
The fact that you are older than me, but yet you like you're 15.
Oh, thanks. Fun.
I don't know. It's a hard. I don't know because I don't know. We just click well.
I mean, it's a dumb question.
Well, we
don't
just
need to give an honest
No,
answer.
but we just click well.
We do.
We just click well. It was weird. Came buddies.
Yep.
Then it never stopped.
Yep.
Even though we've gone what year?
Yeah.
Talking.
That happens though. Adults.
Adult with the kid.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
Kids too, plural.
Yeah. Life's busy.
Always.
Life's busy, life's messy.
Oh, don't get me on the messy. We're not talking about messy today. What other questions you got going on over there?
Am I just going to go through all mine and then you
Sure,
go through
yeah,
all yours?
why not?
All right,
Why
sweet.
not?
Do you remember your first paranormal experience?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. We had a ghost in my family house.
Really?
Yeah, one of the owners there hung, because my family's house in Hastings is over 200 years old.
Okay.
Like almost.
There's a lot of old houses over there.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I've never seen the exact deed, but I do know it's over 200 years old. And one of the owners hung himself.
Okay.
Because it used to be one big house, but then it was broken up into a triplex.
Gotcha.
So like the main floor had 2 bedrooms, technically 3, kind of like a Harry Potter closet type situation.
Fun.
So it had 3 bedrooms, and where the third bedroom was like the Harry Potter closet bedroom, was underneath the stairway that used to be just go down and it'd be the bottom floor. Well, they closed that off, made a stairway up to the top, and then there's 2 apartments in Efficiency, which is just a studio apartment.
Okay.
And then another 2-bedroom apartment on the other side. And so in the Efficiency apartment, which where at first my aunt lived and then my grandpa moved into there, and in that closet is where he hung himself, and it was always just a really very
creepy feeling.
Creepy vibe.
Yeah.
He was nice. He never was mean. He was always very nice, and would always play like a knocking game. Okay. So we always hear him knock back, and that's kind of what we did until he decided he was fed up.
Okay.
And then one time my aunt told me about was that she was over there and her one daughter was born, and it was middle of the night, and all of a sudden all of her toys that were motion sensor just start going off all at once.
That's creepy.
They start going off, freaking out. She gets up thinking, oh, maybe the baby woke up and like it's like sitting up, but just quiet.
Yeah.
No, she was fast asleep. but they
Okay.
were all going crazy, all
Huh.
at the same time.
That's a little creepy.
And then another time was we were outside playing, and we look up into that window, which is right. There's a window right by where that closet is, and it he was standing there.
Oh, you saw him?
Yeah, we haven't seen, like, I haven't seen him before. I was heard him knocking
Okay.
or whatever
Yeah.
around, but we saw him in the window, and we were like, how the hell did this person get in the house? Because it looked like a real person. Like, how did they get
Yeah.
in the house? We've been outside in the front yard playing. It didn't just stroll on by us. What? That makes no sense. And my brother
That's
went out
kind of
there with the
cool.
bat. I don't know what a bat was gonna do against
Well,
a
if it was a real
ghost.
person, I get that.
And then
If
one
you thought it
time,
was a real person, right?
and
Like,
I mean, yeah, I get that. And then one time, my grandpa woke up in the middle of the night. Woke up, looked at the foot of his bed, saw the man there. The man saw my grandpa look at him, stood up, and walked to the closet and vanished.
hmm,
Yeah.
crazy.
And there's a little boy spirit in the downstairs area.
Do you
We
know?
hardly see him, but
Okay. Do you know how old you were?
when I first started realizing that type of stuff, I was like 4 or 5.
Okay,
4 or 5.
you were young.
I was young. I was young.
Cool.
Yeah. But it was never.
But you also lived in a haunted house.
Yeah, and it was never scary to me.
Okay.
I was never
Yeah.
scared of him. He was
That's
cool.
good.
He was cool. He was a cool dude.
Yeah.
And he was nice, and he didn't want to scare. It was, you could feel he didn't want to scare,
Yeah.
because there was constantly little kids running around. He never wanted to
Right.
scare
Just wanted
anybody.
to-
He was just curious.
Hey, I'm here.
He was curious.
Yeah.
He was cool. Like, I want to do a more deep dive into that, into
Yeah.
like that house. Cause
That does sound really cool.
the house has been in my family, but my mom was like 13 and she's
Is
40.
it still in your family?
Mhm.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, my brother now lives in it.
Okay.
With his 2 kids.
Oh, that's really cool.
And my mom lives back in it, in the top stairs.
Okay. Cool.
So
Sweet.
it was fun. It's fun.
Yeah. This next one kind of goes with that same one, but why do you believe in the paranormal? Probably because you've had experiences, right?
Yeah, and because of my sister
Yeah.
after she died.
Yeah.
Her coming to me twice when I needed her the most. So happened to be because I was pregnant when she died.
Okay.
And she knew I was freaking out. And she came to me and she's like, I'm okay. I'm safe. I feel better. I'm good. I'm okay.
That's sweet.
And then right before I had Ariel, she came to me again. And she gave me like these numbers. I don't know what they mean. Still don't know what they mean.
Okay.
But I'm assuming it's going to mean something at some point.
Yeah.
But
Do
yeah.
you want to share the numbers or no?
I think I have them in my notes still.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. It.
Maybe they're winning lottery numbers.
No, because it's not like. It's not like. Oh, yeah. The numbers were 1175
Okay.
and 1555.
Okay.
And then one of
That
the
could be a
other
lot of
things and one of the other things that stood out too was like the door that she walked into, and was it was an old apartment building that I used to live in when she was still alive. She come visit me there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's where I lived when she died. It was that same exact hall, but she was living down the hall from me, and she walked into this apartment building, this apartment, and it had like a yellow circle on the outside for whatever
Oh.
reason. It was like a yellow circle, and then I asked her a question. I remember what question I asked her, but she just said 1 day a week. That's it.
Oh.
Just 1 day a week. And those were all the things that caught my eye the most, that stuck out, that I remembered when I woke up.
Okay.
I
yeah.
remember most of the dream and how it was like, kind of, but like, it was right before I had Ariel.
Okay.
And so I was like, maybe she's someone that I'm going to give birth. But none of it added up, because Ariel was born at 6:24 a.m. That's not...
Right.
It's not like she used military time,
Right.
So I was like, I don't know what they mean.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
And then I have seen my dad.
Okay.
And Zoltan's talked about my dad.
Yeah.
Which I met my dad.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, that's why. I mean, I always believed in it because of the knockings and stuff, but then I really believed in it because I knew because she was also into the whole paranormal and spirit thing.
Yeah.
So I always say, you know, if you die before me, you gotta come visit me because then I know it.
Yep.
I know it's just real. Yeah. And that's exactly what she did.
Oh, funny.
So I'm sure she's lingering around. Well, she is lingering around with me on my necklace, but she's just lingering around.
That's cool. That's fun. We've never really gone like in deep about like paranormal stuff.
No, and it
like,
also
we both kind of knew we were like interested in it, but but we've never really like talked about it a lot. Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of paranormal experiences. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure you've had more.
Than I'm pretty sure my sister sent me Ariel.
Yeah.
Like, because it just she always wanted a niece.
Yeah.
And she was the only June birthday.
Oh.
You see, she sent me a girl. Sent me a girl, a little feisty little thing too.
Yep.
So feisty. So feisty.
Oh, funny. What's your favorite color?
What color is my cup, Becky?
That looks black to me. And purple?
There you go. Black and purple.
Hey.
Oh, both.
Purple's my favorite. Actually, a lot. My favorite color changes every day.
I say what you've always told me is that it changes throughout the day.
Yep. But today purple's a good color.
Purple. I've also been feeling, lately, haven't really, not lately, but like in beauty school, I figured out that I really like green on me too.
Green's a good color.
So I like green too.
Green's a good color.
Green was always my favorite. Is like green has been like my favorite hair color. Purple is so cliche.
Yeah. Everyone
does purple.
Yep. I've done
but like
purple.
Green, I feel is like I've done some cool things to your hair. You've done every rainbow color.
I have. It's been really cool.
That was my favorite hair.
Yellow. The very first time you did my hair was
the pinwheel.
Yes.
We should do it again.
We should.
It takes a long time, but
it does.
We should
There's
do it again.
also a lot of stuff in my hair, so it's gonna take a while to like.
That CPR stuff works really well.
Yeah.
This is not a hair podcast.
Yeah. We're not here to talk about hair.
It's not a hair podcast.
Yeah. So, what is one haunted place that you would like to one day visit?
I don't know, like a certain one in particular, but there's two areas that I really want to go and visit. I really want to visit Salem.
I do too.
I really want to go into Salem and see all of that whole culture and like the whole with everything and all that paranormal stuff. And I also really want to go to New Orleans.
That'd be so much fun. New Orleans has been on my bucket list for so long.
There's so many spirits and with like the whole like the voodoo and all that. I really want to go.
Yeah.
To New Orleans.
That'd be so much fun.
It would be a fun time, and plus you could stay in like a haunted Airbnb.
Well, I feel like everything there is haunted. Like, no matter where you stay, I feel like...
Oh, yeah, it's going to be...
Because
I kind of also want to visit the Stanley Hotel, but yet I'm also really, 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 really scared about the Stanley Hotel. Because nothing good happens at the Stanley Hotel.
There's been not bad things, but I do want to go there, but
Slam.
Here's the thing. That's the Cecil.
I
don't want to go to the Cecil.
You don't want to go to the Cecil either?
No, I don't want. No interest
Stanley?
in going to the Cecil.
I like Stanley.
The Stanley. I want to go to.
Or the ship.
Oh, the Queen Mary.
Yeah, the Queen Mary.
I think that's closed now. I don't think they...
Really?
I think so. I'll have to look that up. But yeah.
The Queen Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one too. I know he's a controversial, but I saw Shane Dawson's 3-part series on it.
Yeah.
And I want to go even more.
Right?
I know he's controversial.
There's a lot of...
But that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of really good stuff about the Queen Mary that looks fun.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Oh, yes. Yes. What is your zodiac sign, and do you believe in astrology?
I'm a Capricorn, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about deep into astrology, but whenever I do look at my horoscope, it's pretty fitting.
Spot on.
It's pretty spot on. It's pretty fitting.
Yeah.
I want to get more into it, but busy.
And there's a lot to it too.
There's a lot to it. Like, I don't get the whole like moon, sun. Like I don't know where all that's
See,
coming
that's kind of
from.
where it clicked for me.
But then I think someone told me that I was like a Gemini something. I don't know, but
Moon,
like I don't know.
sun. No, you're a Capricorn sun.
I'm like,
Rising, Gemini rising. I can see that.
which kind of makes sense, yeah. I guess. But then like the other stuff and like I don't get it. I don't know how I figure out what I am for those. I would like to know.
Just go online.
Oh.
We'll figure it out for you sometime.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I'm like, I want to know, but I just don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Because I never really put much thought into it because I didn't really identify much with it. And then I did my whole chart and I was like, wait, this actually makes sense.
The whole chart?
Like if you, that's what your moon, sun, rising, and then it tells you all your other things too.
Oh.
And like, yeah.
Oh.
Because like other things in your chart can contradict your sun sign. So that's why when you read things like about your sun sign that don't make sense, which is the sign that you are, like if you look up your birthday, that's going to tell you your sun sign.
So Capricorn's my
is your
sun.
Sign.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And then if there's like qualities about Capricorn that do not fit you, it's because you have other things in your chart that
everything about
it.
Capricorn fits me pretty well.
Yeah.
Do you not agree?
Yeah, but also people are contradictory. Like you can be 100% Capricorn, then also have qualities that contradict that.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to figure that out one of these times.
It's very fascinating.
That is weird. That's fascinating.
I'm also a Capricorn. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll move on.
All right, cool.
You believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Like, in what sense?
In the sense that there's this galaxy is too big for there to not be any other life form anywhere else.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I agree.
It's too big. Space is too vast.
Yep. And it's constantly expanding too.
Yeah.
Like how it's stupid to think at this point that there has to be
another. There has to be.
Yeah.
There's no way we're the only life force.
Of course not.
In the entire.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, no. That's not a thing.
No. No.
Do you believe that they're interfering with society? Getting like conspiracy theory.
If you want to talk about stuff like that, you really need to get my husband on here. I don't know. Jacob always brings up the lizard people.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't know if I fully buy into that.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Anything is
possible.
Like, anything is possible. That's why I rarely am I certain about anything.
Dead set on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they might be. I mean, I definitely believe that some UFOs.
Yeah.
Are aliens coming to check out? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, what's going on here?
What's going on here? What is this? What is this life? I kind of
like the theory that we're an alien experiment and they're just watching us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what an experiment.
Right?
What an experiment.
Well, that was my last question.
What was your last question?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
What do you got for me?
Well, that one's already been. Why do you like paranormal stuff? And what got you into it?
Good question. I don't know. I actually don't know.
You don't know?
No.
It's kind of like it's happened upon you one day?
I mean, I really got into like ghost hunting shows. Like back before,
me too.
Like when I was like
Ghost Hunters,
school.
OG.
Ghost Hunters, yes.
Ghost
that
Hunters,
was the
original.
One.
That was the one that me and my sister first started watching.
Yes.
What was it? It was they were on Sci-Fi, weren't they?
Yeah.
Or were they on Travel? Were they on Travel? Or were they on Sci-Fi? Are they?
I have no idea.
Probably both, to be honest.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of, I guess, what started it. But I don't know.
It's not like one clear instance that like kind of.
It's just kind of.
Yeah, I started watching paranormal shows with my sister.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
All started. Paranormal shows, and that's where
yeah, that's kind of
where it went.
How I got into it, I guess. And then I had like weird experiences in college where I was like,
What weird experiences did you have in college?
So
I haven't.
Because this is kind of where I was like, oh, maybe
what
this
college?
Is like a real thing. Because I used to watch, I went to Stout.
So that's stout.
Yes.
Okay.
This was at Stout. And I never really like fully like believed that those ghost hunting shows were like
real.
super real. I was kind of like, they're making it up for the cameras.
I mean,
and I think a lot of it is, but also it's.
I mean, the one. Why can't I Ghost Adventures? I feel like some of that's cap.
Oh, for sure. The Ghost Adventures bothers me because
you can do that later.
Okay,
you can go into that later.
Anyway, so just I'm fairly certain there was a ghost in my dorm room in college.
Okay.
Because like, and my roommate never noticed anything. So I don't know.
But some people aren't as in tune to it.
That is true.
Because I have people like, oh, I've never. It's an obviously haunted place, like your brother.
Yeah,
some people just aren't.
He's a skeptic.
And people aren't as intuitive. Like when you're really intuitive to your own energy and your own peace and your own body, I think you kind of have to be like you don't have to, but to me being so empathetic to people and feeling people's energy, I can also feel the energy of not living things.
That makes sense.
Like I know when something's there. Like I know it, and I will sometimes I'll look at it, and sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to deal with you today.
I feel like
go away.
I feel like since my time in college with the ghost in our dorm room, I've had more experiences, and I think it's more because
you opened your eyes.
Yeah.
To like, and it
wasn't even anything like big.
What
in
happened?
College. It was just like I would just like feel something there. Or like there was one time actually this like freaked me out. I was like just straightening my hair and there was this blue light that like came down, like it was on my left side and just went floop and it like fell down and it freaked me out. And I have no explanation for that to this day.
A light.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, you already answered that question. We met in beauty school.
Yes.
Are you happy that you went to beauty school?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am, yeah. Are you happy you went to beauty school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a good friend out of it.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to anybody else besides you and Misty.
I mean, same.
And Stella a little bit.
I haven't... I tried to get together with Stella, and just our plans continuously fell through. And we just never really picked it back up.
It gets difficult after you get into the field.
Yeah, it does.
But we don't got to talk about
it. Does.
That could be a different day. That field.
Yes.
So then what place do you want to visit? What paranormal place do you have in mind?
There's quite a few, I think.
Oh, really?
Well, not really. I mean, everything you said. Like, I want to go to Salem. I want to go to New Orleans.
Or Gettysburg, too.
I've been to Gettysburg.
I've heard a lot about the fields there.
Yeah.
And at night, especially, seeing, like,
I haven't been there at night.
Soldiers and...
Yeah. I think it would be fun to get, like, a haunted tour of Gettysburg.
Oh, there's haunted tours for Minnesota?
Yeah.
Walking tours? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Have to do one.
We went on one.
Well, like not at the caves though.
Oh, okay.
Like other places. Gotcha. One for like Stillwater, one for Minneapolis, and stuff like that. Like a night, like a ghost walk tour, like a night tour. I didn't know that they had those here.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think. Well, until I looked it up, I didn't think Minnesota had that much paranormal stuff.
It's not
going
the most
on.
Paranormal state, but there's.
You can go to Anoka.
Yeah, or Sauk Center.
Yeah, there's, and Hastings.
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
Yeah.
I remember right by the reservation.
An older state too. Like
yeah,
it was.
It's one kind of.
It was what?
What?
I don't know, but it was one of the older.
Yeah, and then plus just our history with gangsters.
Yeah, that's fun.
You know, of course, there's going to be not some bad.
There's
some bad energy around here for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially with like the gangsters and stuff. It's just that's
life.
Yeah, that's how that's gonna go.
Yep. But where else do I want to go? Let me think for a minute. Now I can't think of anywhere.
But like a plantation house.
Myrtle's Plantation would be fun.
Yeah, I want to go.
Oh, the Winchester Mystery House. That's like very much on my bucket list.
That house freaks me out.
I want to go there.
I will stay in the main area, but I'm not getting lost because that's why those were made.
Yeah.
No.
It looks so cool.
I don't
though.
want to open a door to a wall.
Why not? That'd be so cool.
It'll be fun, but it's going to freak me out.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to freak me out.
For sure. For sure.
And there's so many ghosts in there. It's going to freak me out.
Yep.
I kind of want to visit the Lizzie Borden.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
Lizzie Borden. And kind of want to go see Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, you can do that by yourself.
Come on. You know there has to be some juju there.
Oh,
Not
fine.
good juju.
Yeah, you're right.
Or like where John Wayne Gacy's house used to stand. So you're not as dark as me. You're not as dark as me.
Maybe not.
Come on.
There's, one of the darker ones that has very much intrigued me, and I don't necessarily want to go there, but if I had the opportunity, there's no way I could pass it up. The Villisca X murder house.
Yeah. That case baffles me.
Yeah.
Baffles me.
Like, that was one of the ones that, like, really got me into, like, paranormal stuff, because I was like, what the hell? Like, what?
Yeah. 110%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would go.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely go.
I'm not going to seek it out, but I can't turn down an opportunity.
Why wouldn't you seek it out?
Because I don't want to go there.
How do you feel about the Amityville?
No.
What would you... So, like, only that one family has had experience like that in that house.
Really?
Nobody after or before has reported anything like that in that house. Just that one family. So do you think... I'm
thinking of the Conjuring house then.
You must be.
Because that's,
Do you think, like, that's... You think they...
Maybe.
Do you think that that family actually had that experience and, like, they're just, like...
Yeah.
It was... Or do you think that they're like, capping on it? They're just lying to get attention?
I don't think experiences are necessarily tied to places.
Yeah. Well, because you have a ghost that follows you.
Well... Not sure that I do, but yeah. So yeah, I don't think they were necessarily lying. And I don't think it's fair to say that they were lying because...
That's fair. We
don't know their experience.
That is 100% true.
So, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right.
110%.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Well, those are all my questions. Because I was just going to say, tell me some scary stories.
Sweet. Well, I have just my personal experiences I've written down here.
Yeah. So which one? Tell me some.
So, I don't know if I want to say, like, where it is. Because I don't want to, like, send people there.
Okay.
But I think you'll know what I'm talking about. Where it's that little loop that you drive around. No, it's the name of the city is what it is. Because it's the township and then...
Yeah.
The island.
The bridge?
Yes. No.
Oh.
The little loop.
I was just over there recently. Jacob took me to where that bridge, where supposedly that car follows you. A truck will follow you until you pass back over.
Yes, that is what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So...
Did you go there at night?
Oh, I've been there a few times. Like
that was my one and only time, and I got instant spooky vibes when I went over that bridge. I almost bought a house right there, like right, almost by that bridge. But there was a spooky, decrepit looking, looked like Texas Chainsaw Massacre house.
Listen, I don't understand how people actually live there because that can't be good for their mental health. No. And I don't think they realize, like...
That it's so...
Well, there's also a lot of really dark stuff that's, like, associated with that.
Yeah.
That, like, it freaks me out. But anyway, the first time I went there, it was... Like, it wasn't anything weird. It was daylight, and we just drove the loop. Mm-hmm. And as we were leaving, like, I just felt this instant relief. Like, yeah. And then that happening in the second time, which I drove through a few years later with some friends at night. Yeah. We did the little drive-through, and I, again, felt the instant relief. And I was like, that's really weird. So actually just this year, I asked my brother to drive me around it so I could blindfold myself. Okay, and see if I, like, felt it, like, when we left. And I did. He tried to trick me and said, like, we were gone when we weren't. Wow. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, no, that place is... There's some dark stuff over there.
There's really dark stuff over there.
Dark stuff. Jacob took me... We were waiting for the realtor to come. And so we had a few extra minutes for the showing could even start. So we were like driving down in that area because it wasn't far. It wasn't far. And I'd never been to it. Like I had heard about like the island and stuff. Like I had never been to it myself.
Yeah.
And so I went and I was like, I feel real sus. And then he was like, yeah, there's this cemetery that I used to come in and sit. Because he's also pretty open to like the paranormal and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he likes to walk around cemeteries.
Okay.
At night.
I wouldn't go at night, but cemeteries are very relaxing.
It's relaxing to him to walk around cemeteries at night.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel so bad for stepping on anyone's grave, but
you don't step on their graves.
Well, you can't always walk around them, though.
I suppose, especially
because not everything has a headstone.
Yeah.
So like, he'll like wander around. He'll look at all that, you know. He would used to do that at a cemetery back there. We went back there, and he's like, "Oh, it's gated. It's gated up now. You can't get to it." I said, "Oh, well, good." But like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, who did what? But it was very spooky. Like, he had to go to the bathroom. So he turned down this dirt road. And I was like, please don't get us stuck. We were in the Honda, but I was very nervous. I was like...
Because there are stories of people's cars breaking down, but it's after they cross back over the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. And he saw the lights. Him and his friends saw the lights chasing.
There's a lot
and
of
he's like, and as soon as we crossed back over into whatever, he was like, it was gone. The truck, it was gone. Lights were gone. And I was like, that would actually terrify me. But that happens a lot. There's another place that I heard about.
That's the big story that comes out of there.
But then also I heard that somewhere else too, where like someone will see it'll be like a truck, so lights also just appear behind them, but then they get around one spot and it's gone. Yeah, like that would terrify me. Yeah. One of my biggest fears is someone following me.
Well, I think people are scarier than spirits. So if I saw those headlights, I'd be like freaked out that like
someone's in, like even if it was a spirit, someone's in that car, they're gonna try and get me.
But it's not actually there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Terrifies me. Terrifies me. Yeah. What are scary stories you got? Or not they have to be scary, but like paranormal stories.
Yeah, I think I told you about this one with when I went to the Minneapolis Institute of Arts.
I don't think you have. Maybe.
Okay, because this was kind of the first time where I was like, maybe
people don't know and can't tell by our accents that we have.
Minnesotan.
Minnesotans. Minnesota.
But the Minneapolis Institute of Arts so this experience was kind of the first time that I thought like maybe I'm a little more sensitive than a normal person.
Than you thought.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, than I originally thought.
The Institute of Art, okay.
But that's why I had my brother drive me around.
Oh, wait, I think you have. Refresh me. I think I now that...
Yeah.
Institute of Art. Yeah, okay.
So...
Yes! Tell me again, so I remember all the details.
Yeah. So I had to go there for a school project way back in the day. And
way back in the day.
It was a while ago now. Oh gosh, I'm getting old. But anyway. Okay. So I had to go there for a school project and take a picture, like artwork or something. Mm-hmm. And they had what they called period rooms, which were rooms set up like different time periods. Right. And so the first room I walked into was called the Connecticut room. Yeah. And just immediately felt like I wasn't supposed to be there, which was really weird. And there wasn't anyone else in there. And it's a really small room with small ceilings. Like it's a weird room if you ever go there.
It is a weird room. Yeah. It's a very weird room. I've been in that room. Yeah. It's very weird.
And there's like a really old mirror on the wall. So I walk in with the mirror to my left, right? Okay. And a really cute, creepy bed up in the corner. Yeah. And then there's another entrance next to the bed. Okay. So I'm walking into this room and I feel someone watching me. So, like, you know how you get that feeling with, like...
Yeah, the hair in the neck here,
Yeah, and I was like, oh, there's someone else in here. So I turned to look in the mirror instead of turning to look to see who's here. Mm-hmm. And there's no one behind me. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. I turn around. I'm in the middle of a panic attack. Oh, Lord. Like...
You crying?
No, I wasn't crying, but I was hyperventilating. I was seeing, like, black. Like,
You needed to get out.
Yeah. And I tried to run forward out the door by the bed. Could not move. So I ran out the way I came in. And then as soon as I crossed the threshold, I was totally fine. Like, as soon as I crossed the threshold.
That's insane. I remember going into that room and I told you, I was like, I don't feel comfortable.
I feel like...
But I was with him, so it was, like, fine.
And I was by myself.
And I couldn't tell if, like, he felt it too. But I do remember getting more...
Well, I think
getting closer to him.
I think the room would feel weird if there wasn't, like, a presence in there because it's a small room.
It's a very small room.
And it's dark. Like, it's not
compared to the rest of it, it's very small, it's very dark, and it's very creepy.
Yeah,
it's very creepy.
It is. But as soon as I ran out of there,
plus mirrors or portals.
Googled it. Yeah, but it wasn't facing another mirror.
No,
but I get what you're saying.
I feel like mirrors can hold.
Yeah.
Because I see everything.
That's true. But anyway, as soon as I ran out of there, I Googled if it was haunted, and it said, yep, the whole period room section is haunted, and the Connecticut room is the most haunted room there. And I was like, yep. And also I went to, it was at the time called like the Jane Austen room. They change it all the time.
Okay.
It was the Queen Anne's room. It was,
I
don't know, but I went into there and there was a picture above the fireplace that I was just like, there's something weird about that picture. And I went home and did like more research, and they think the kids from that picture in the fireplace haunt that room. So I was like, well.
I feel like kid ghosts are more creepy than adult ghosts.
They kind of are.
Just for, I don't know why.
Well, I think because
my kids are creepy.
No, I think because it's a common like trope that demons disguise themselves as kids.
Yes,
right?
and I think it's also very sad when it's a kid.
It is. It's
like
a kid. It's really tragic.
Adult, they lived their life a little bit.
Yeah,
a kid,
they had more time.
Didn't have enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't have enough. No. Right, what other stories you got? My nose ring itches so bad right now.
I think I have just one more that I wrote down. I don't know if I told you, there is a ghost where I work right now.
Yes. Yes, you did tell me.
And this is the first time I've actually like seen a ghost.
You saw it?
Yeah. I don't think I told you this story.
No. You said that you heard something or something moved.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff moves all the time, and he's always like doing stuff and making noises and so I was in the back with my coworker folding laundry. We were just like talking, having a normal conversation. Out of the corner of my eye, I see someone walk into the back. And I saw so much detail out of the corner of my eye.
Really?
Yes. Like, this is what I've been telling everybody. He looks like Mr. Darling from the live action Peter Pan. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's like exactly...
The one with Robin Williams. That one?
No, that's Hook. No, the one with... It's Jason Isaacs who plays
I haven't
Mr.
seen
Darling.
Live action.
Well...
Maybe... Wait, no, I think I have. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Because he also plays Captain Hook.
Yeah.
But it was him as Mr. Darling is like what I saw. He had like the glasses and
the coat.
And the suit type thing. And I told one of my coworkers, and I showed her a picture of him. I was like, this is pretty much exactly what he looked like. And she just looked at me and said, I have full body chills right now because that's exactly how I pictured him to look.
That's insane.
And I was like, oh, okay.
You saw that much detail?
Right?
Out of just like
and one. And like when I turned to like look to see who walked in the back, like he wasn't there.
Nobody was there.
And I was like, this is weird. He doesn't work here. Why is he like... And then I looked and who wasn't there?
Is there like previous owner? Like
no,
anyone from like that that you know of? Like what was there before?
We tried to look up history and we couldn't really find anything, but we have reason to believe that the whole complex that we're a part of used to be a church.
Oh, like that area used to be a church?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe someone from
and there has
the
been
church.
Stories from like other stores in the complex too that people have told us about. So
really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's spooky.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's pretty cool.
And what I liked about that too is I wasn't like scared at all. Like I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, that is really cool though. That like that's like it's not just you seeing it, somebody else saw it too.
Yeah, that I had the validation.
The validation is always nice where it's like it's not just.
And that was super nice too because the coworker who I was talking to like while I was folding laundry when that happened, like I told her and she goes, yeah. And I'm like, no, I need you to, like, tell me, like, ask me questions. Like, did this really happen?
Right.
She goes, no, I believe it happened. I believed you saw him. I'm like,
wow.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah, but that's my story.
Wow.
I know.
So fun.
Yeah.
So fun, so fresh.
Yeah,
So fun
yeah.
and so fresh.
Do you have any stories?
Well, I think I've told you about this one, but my son, Zoltan,
Yes.
who's 4. Kids, very intuitive.
Oh, yes.
Very sensitive to both. I'm not sure if I told you, but the one time he looked at me and I was like, "What are you doing, bud?" And he goes, "I'm talking to Michael." Who? Who are you talking to? He's like, "I'm talking to Michael," and I was like,
Okay.
"Michael?" And then the catcher is that Michael is Jacob's uncle,
Okay.
who died in 2008.
Gotcha. Before he was born.
Zoltan has never seen him, seen pictures of him, and heard us say things like, "Oh, Michael, Mike, whatever." But he's like,
Okay.
never met him. Nothing.
Right.
He was like, "Oh yeah, it's Michael. It's Michael," and I was like,
"That's kind of creepy." But
"I'm
also
like, do
really
you hang
cool.
out with Michael?" He goes, "Yeah, he's nice."
Yeah.
I was like,
"Oh, that's good.
"Oh,
At least it's not scary."
okay. Yeah, no, he's very." Or the time that Jacob's friend passed away.
You told
And
me this one.
He was walking back from the corner store, and before he got into view, I was telling my son, like, "Watch, Dad's gonna be coming soon. Like, you can see him." And he didn't even come. And all of a sudden, he goes, "Look, it's Mac." And I was like, it's my husband's friend who had died like 2 months prior, and I think it was either the week of his birthday or something.
Okay.
But he was like, "Oh, look, it's Mac." And it's exactly the sidewalk that he would walk down and everything. And it turns out that also that day, because at the corner store, he got himself a tall boy of beer. And just before he got back to our apartment, he poured out some for his friend.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so weird. I have a video of it too. I got a video of Zoltan looking, goes, "Oh, look, it's Mac." And I said,
"That's cute."
"Oh."
I kind of hope he doesn't grow out of that.
I really hope he doesn't. I don't think he will. He's very sensitive.
Okay.
He's very sensitive. He's very an emotional, empathetic person. I really don't think he'll grow out of it. My daughter, on the other hand, yeah, she might.
Yeah.
She's wild.
Yeah.
But then she's also really sensitive too. So then I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be kind of cool seeing them grow up and how they do, because both of them will talk to corners. They'll look. But like just the other day, Ariel.
Well, I feel like you also live in a haunted apartment.
I really do think there's we have been plenty times where they have knocked stuff down, and stomped, and Jacob's just gone, "Could you please stop? Leave me alone. Leave us alone. We are trying to sleep. Please stop." And then it all just stops.
Yeah.
Like, we'll hear footsteps. We'll hear it, and like, no one's in the downstairs apartment yet. No one lives down there yet.
Okay.
But we still hear footsteps.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, okay, cool. Gotta love that. But
yeah, I mean, as long as they're not like disrupting your life.
Yeah, they really don't. It's just kind of an inconvenience at time when like, can you stop knocking my shit off the wall? Could you stop knocking my ingredients off of
Fair enough. Yep.
wire rack?
I think that's a fair request.
Like you can do whatever you want. Just stop.
Yep.
But I do see lots of things out the corner of my eyes, like.
Oh yeah, I do too.
All the time, but I never know. But I feel like when the kids are talking, is when.
Yeah.
It's like it's not scary for me anymore because I'm like, oh, who are you talking to?
Right. Well, and it shouldn't be scary.
Except for the one time it freaked Jacob out because when someone looked out the window and goes, "Oh, look, ghost Jacob in the grass." And
okay, because that is freaky.
I was like, and I was chill about it, and I was like, yeah, he said that the other day passing by a cemetery. And he goes, "What?"
Jacob.
Yeah, on the grass. Ghost Jacob. And I was like, well, I don't know what Jacob.
Does he have like a relative that looked like him?
I'm not sure about any of like his great.
Okay.
But like his grandpa doesn't look like him, but he's still alive.
Okay.
His uncle, I don't see it, but he's also still alive. So I don't know personally what that all is coming from. But yeah, like a first said it when we passed by a cemetery. He said, "Oh look, there's Ghost Jacob," and then he said, "Oh, Ghost Jacob went away."
Huh, okay. See, that would freak me out a little bit.
And then he said he talked to Auntie.
Okay.
He's told me he talked to Auntie, which is my sister. He talked to her. He's actually stayed up at night. When we had cameras in his room, he'd be up at night, which is what my sister used to do. Up at night with the tiny little light reading.
Oh, cute.
And there was times where I would look in there at like 1 o'clock. He's just sitting there reading his book.
That's so cute.
Reading his book and sometimes talking to to himself or looking over and having a conversation. I'm like, and I'm like, who are you talking to? TT. Oh, okay. Right. At least that's exactly what she would do. She would sit there with the book. She used her phone light until she got a book light. She used phone light and just be like,
oh, that's cute.
And I'd wake up and I'd just see her over there just reading her books. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. At least you're reading a book. I don't care what I don't care. That's you're reading a book in the middle of the night. I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
That's cute.
It's very, very nice that he's like, okay. Okay. Or
I like that.
How do you feel about dolls?
Nope.
Correct.
All right.
So I said don't get my daughter an American Girl doll. Any life looking doll. It has to be even rag dolls scare me.
Well, yeah,
because Annabelle.
I was gonna say.
And Robert.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to come in contact with those.
I feel like we have very similar
no-go boundaries.
Yes.
Because I don't ever want y'all to stay over there. Do not come. No.
Yep.
No.
Fair.
Have I ever told about the haunted doll that I had?
Maybe.
So I have not that I had it, that my sister had. We have a great grandma. And no matter how old we got, she just never, cause she's old. She's almost 100. She never just, it didn't click. It didn't click in her brain. Like, and got my sister 1 year, it was the same year. I got an angel light up thing. It's like an angel, the wings lit up. I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal. Well, my sister got this. It was a porcelain doll. So the face and the arms were porcelain, but didn't have any feet. The bottom was like crochet and stuffed.
Okay.
And it was this doll.
Do you know where your grandma got this doll?
No idea.
Okay.
Maybe a thrift shop.
Okay.
No idea.
That'd be my guess,
But because she was up in Eagle Bend. She's far away. So she would either give our presents to my grandpa when he would go visit her and he'd bring them back down, or she would just ship them all down. And my mom and her didn't get along, so my mom didn't really let us see her. So that's a different story for every day.
Yeah.
But so, and it was this, and my sister was like, what am I going to do with this? Because she was a teenager. She was like, what am I going to do with it? It's a freaking doll.
Right.
And I was like,
hold his hands.
Whoa. Okay, well, yo. And so we lived too close to TI to do a seance, okay? Because we were not far from Indian burial grounds. I could walk to them. So, no. And so she put it in top of our closet. Our closet had, the door was taken off. It was a big closet. Door was taken off, and there was a wire rack up top. She put it up there. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Well, all of a sudden, we were all out in the living room, chilling, eating, whatever, cool. Because my other siblings were over, so we were all just chilling in the living room. I go back to grab, like, a phone charger or something. Tell me why this doll is dead in the middle of the room. Not knocked over like it fell off the shelf. Fully sat up, facing the door in the middle of the room.
Yeah, don't like that.
I said, absolutely not. And I went, I said, you better get your doll. You better get your doll. Because this doll, I am not supposed to. She goes, what? You're joking. You probably just fell. No. Fell and landed straight up.
In the middle?
In the middle of the floor?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Go put your doll somewhere else. Well, she put it somewhere else, put it back up, I don't know. I wasn't going in there alone. Ever again. So she put it back up. I was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, it's like a few days later or something. And I forgot that this doll had came down to the floor, And then I was getting home from dance practice. And I turned into the hallway, and this doll was in the hallway.
Oh,
in the hallway.
No.
In the hallway facing the front door. I said, oh, no. I said, get your doll and go put it in the shed.
Yeah.
It ain't allowed in this house no more. Put it on the shed. It ain't allowed here. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Yeah. No, ma'am. I said, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, no.
And then that doll stayed in that shed. Even after we moved, that doll stayed in that shed. The shed was torn down.
Did you just keep the doll in there?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I was taking it's not my doll.
Yeah.
I was taking it.
Oh, ick. Yeah, I don't like that.
Ariel has baby dolls.
Okay.
But they're plastic.
Okay. I mean, there's some
that's
dolls
the
that
extent
I feel
that I'll go to.
I don't know if you ever
I give her more stuffed animals.
Goodwill or Savers or anything.
I will never buy a doll from there.
I, every single time walk past the dolls, get freaked out. Every single time.
I feel like dolls'
and I'm
eyes.
There's no way. There's not a haunted doll in that bunch of dolls
souls.
there. I don't think that's a thing, but
I do. Have you ever looked at into a doll's eyes?
It's creepy.
Yeah.
But I don't think they can steal your soul.
You're wearing contacts?
No.
Oh.
I just can't see.
Got it. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. I thought about putting him in, but then I had already done my makeup, so I'm like, well,
here we
go.
Just
be blind.
Blind today. How long have we been going?
You were supposed to be keeping track.
I didn't.
All right, sweet. Well, that's it, I guess.
Some spooky conversations.
Yeah. Stay tuned. I don't know.
Something like that. Something like that.